Hi, my name's Kree Gotcha, and I'm the modern day equivalent of a medieval jester. Welcome back, welcome back. 2.4 is out, and Zenless made the horrible decision of releasing Dialyn the way she is. Horrible, I mean amazing. Dialyn has quickly become best in slot for every single team ever except for Anomaly, because Hugo actually hates Anomaly. I don't know if you knew that. After every single boss has come out, Anomaly is actually the worst thing ever. So Hugo and me, we share something in common, and that's our hatred of Anomaly. The only Anomaly character I like is Bernice, and Yanagi, and Vivian. Basically, I just hate Miyabi. Anyways, but Dialyn has made a lot of lower tier units a lot better. And one that is personally one of my favorite units ever is Hugo Vlad. Hugo really benefits from Dialyn, especially if you're a vertical investor. So I have M2 Hugo, and if you don't know, M2 Hugo allows your ultimate to totalize a stun bar, like the stun window, without consuming it. So effectively, the reason why I pulled his M2 is every time he ults, he gets an extra totalize, and that's very good for his score. It's very good for his DPS output, especially on something like Deadly Assault. It's not really, like, it's very impactful for like speedrunning on Shiyu, but it's not that impactful for like short-term battles as compared to long-term battles, just because you get a lot more totalizes during a Deadly Assault window. The good thing about Dialyn, if you didn't know, if somehow you crawled out of a gotcha rock, like under a gotcha rock and you didn't know, Dialyn gives you a free ultimate. And if you play your cards right with her, you get an ultimate about every, I almost want to say almost every 1 or 2 stun windows. So it's pretty good. You effectively get like, I think like 3 or 4 more totalizes per fight with M2 Hugo. So I think if you're a Hugo main and maybe on his rerun this patch you pulled up to his M2, I think getting Dialyn at least M0W0 is very important for your account. I don't think any stunner other than maybe Lighter has the same value for a character like Hugo. Dialyn is very, very good. I did a DPS Dialyn video showcasing her potential even on a support build to really be part of a wheelchair. She is very good. Like there's no beating around the bush. Like you can like another character and that's perfectly fine. But like if you're gonna sit there and you're gonna cope and be like, Dialyn's not even that good, like come on man, like I'm sorry, but it's just not gonna happen. So for Dialyn, she actually, another reason I like Dialyn so much is she actually, my investment paid off with her. So Dialyn procs a lot of teammate ultimates, and with that, in our current meta of high defense, brings in the value of something like 4-piece Puffer Electro. So the reason why Puffer Electro wasn't really used is because like the uptime was a little iffy with your ultimates. Like you didn't get a lot of ultimates to proc its 4-piece effect. With Dialyn that changes because you effectively get 2 ultimates. So your ultimate damage is increased. You also get 15% attack whenever you launch an ultimate. And then the 2-piece effect is also useful because you get pen ratio. Pen ratio is especially useful during season 2 whenever a lot of enemies' defense is increasing due to rupture shill. So you will find a lot of players ditching attack disc 5 and an elemental damage bonus disc 5 in favor for pen ratio. So with Hugo, what we're mainly looking for is 4-piece Puffer Electro, 2-piece Woodpecker, and then we're looking for anything above a 76% crit rate, specifically with M2. Because with M2, with his M1, it doubles how much crit rate and crit damage you get from his core. So it goes from 12 to 24. So you're just looking for 76 to crit all the time. It's really funny, to go on a tangent real quick, it's really funny to see people talk about Hugo Vlad on places like Twitter or Reddit or TikTok, YouTube, anywhere people talk about Zenless. And I'll watch their gameplay and they'll be like, Hugo Vlad's terrible because like you miss crits all the time. Like even with like 95% crit rate, you miss crits. And it's like, I can never relate to that because ever since day 1, like even on my Hormone Punk build that I had for my Hugo, like he's always been above 100%. Like I've always overcapped with him. Like even when I had him M0 for a couple of days, like I've always had 100 crit rate. So like it's just like I guess it's like it's a good build. like issue. Like I just can't relate to it. Like Hugo's always been very consistently good for me. There has been issues that I've had with him. Like I think that compared to his peers and his ranking, I think he wasn't performing in 0.5. I think tier 1 is a pretty good place for him. When it was after his shill, it was pretty obvious that Hugo was not performing at 0.5, like 0.5 standards. I do think there are other units on Predwin's list that shouldn't be in 0.5. Like I think it's, as much as I love her, I don't think Yanagi should be 0.5 anymore. I think she definitely is a candidate for 1. And then I don't think Seed is really that good. Don't get me wrong, I love Seed. Seed's one of my like favorite characters in the entire game. I hate her kit. I hate her. She is very like stingy. Like she needs like the perfect setup. But I love Seed, but I don't think she's tier 0.5. I think compared to units like Miyabi and Yishua, I said Miyabi like she's a 0.5 unit. In my head, she's a 0.5 unit. I think, in my personal opinion, I think Predwin is specifically only watchlisting Miyabi because they're scared to put her at 0.5 because of community backlash. I don't think it's just a shill issue with Miyabi. Like, I don't think it's just because there's Rupture Shill, Miyabi's not doing good. Like, I think that in Season 1 of Zenless, we were very anomaly pilled. No one talks about the anomaly shill that we had in Season 1. We had a very obvious anomaly shill for like 4 patches. And I think Season 2's Rupture, and I think Season 3 is going to be a new specialty. Like, I think we're going to be getting a specialty per patch. Like in HSR, how we've started to get, like a new path. I do think that Miyabi is going to fall off more. Like there's really no, like I don't see the argument for Miyabi anymore. And I think a lot of people that fight for like Miyabi is still really amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, she is very good still. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, Miyabi's ass now. Like, no, Miyabi can still clear very well, but I don't think she performs at her old standard, and I don't think she ever will again unless they buff her, which I don't really foresee them buffing her. I think they realized they made a mistake with her and they're never going to go back to that same level she was at. I think she fucked over a lot of other ice agents and I really don't like that, but I don't think she's ever going to go back to the point she was at. Anyways, apart from my rant there for a little bit, I kind of got a little engrossed in that. This is a very good rotation for Hugo's, like specifically just because Marionettes is very good for Hugo. It's very good for most ice agents, but it's especially good for Hugo. So I'm very excited to play a couple of Deadly Assault rotations with it. Quick opinion. This guy sucks. I do not like this fight. This fight is way too cinematic to be in Deadly Assault. There was recently a post on Twitter from like the ZZZ Anonymous account, which sometimes they post bangers and sometimes it's interesting. Someone posted like a 1,500 word post talking about like the bosses of Deadly Assault and how they work as story bosses because they're very cinematic. They're very cool. It's like, oh, you tell your friends like, oh, Zenless has really cool bosses, which I think is fair. I think all these bosses work amazingly thematically in Season 2. The only issue is that they are too thematic for a in-game mode that is timer-based. I think that these bosses should either be reworked to where the timer pauses during these phases, or that they should be completely removed and it should just be a normal, like, brawl. I don't think there should be 10 seconds of this fuck-ass flying dog mole being invincible and you not being able to do anything. I don't think that's fun. I don't think that's cool. I think it's really annoying. Hopefully, if enough players show feedback, they might change it, but it probably won't happen. Other than that, normal Deadly Assault things, HP's up, defense is probably up. I love multi-million HP pulls. They're so cool. For the buffs as well, we're going with the middle. Ultimate damage increased by 30, that's beautiful. Whenever stun enemies, stun, damage multiplier, stun enemies. Whenever stun agents, stun, damage multiplier up 50%. Whenever they get hit with an EX special, ignore 7% of all res up to 3 times, so that's 24 res shred. Very nice, very good buff, very wheelchair-y. Hugo's going to annihilate this shit. For teams, still the most obvious setup for Hugo is just Lighter. Lighter is Hugo's best teammate other than Dialyn. Dialyn is like the new, like, uncontested best stunner. But for Hugo specifically, I still feel like Lighter has the most value. He has ice res, shred. He has crit damage increase with his Winjin. he has stun window increase, which Dialyn also has, but it's beautiful. This is just a very good team. I love this team. For builds, it is just a free to play. So using Kaleda's Winjin, 4-piece, 2-piece, 82% crit rate. I wish I could get up to 100, but it's kind of hard to do when you're free to play, and I don't really plan on pulling her Winjin because I really want Yishin Guang, and I have to save for her. This is a very short patch. For lighter, I'm just running 4-piece Proto. It has pretty bad uptime, but it's something. Otherwise, I wouldn't really know what to put on. I could. No, it doesn't count as a quick assist because I literally just thought, like, game theory to myself. I was like, maybe it could do 4-piece Astral Voice, but I don't think Dialyn's quick, like, her ultimate, like, I think it's considered a chain attack, not a quick assist, so I don't think that would work. Honestly, this is pretty negligible. Like, I don't really think this 4-piece Protopunk does anything, because it has really bad uptime during stun windows, and you don't really want a chain attack, so Swing Jazz wouldn't really be useful either. So honestly, I think something like, just like 4-piece Shock Star might be more valuable, just for a little bit faster stunning. For Bangbu, I did actually want to test getting Berkblick, which is a weird name for a Bangbu, up to 3, so because he has a lot of impact compared to his peers. He has a lot of impact. He's like an impact Bangbu. Because once you get him to 3 stars, it is at least 1 Krampus, so then he will do more days. But I do think just for damage that Robin's going to be better for now. I do want to preface that even though I have M2 Hugo and I have his best team, I'm going to be trying to talk during this, and I assure you that I'm not going to kill this boss. It is not going to happen. So I just want to I want to make that known now. You're not seeing a kill here. I'm not the guy for that. You're not getting a kill from me. Anyways, I think this boss is very good for Hugo. I really enjoy this boss. I know a lot of people have issues with Marionette, but it's kind of low-key funny to see people swap up on Marionette with the all the season 2 bosses. It's really funny. So we're gonna get 1 chain in here just for some damage, and then consume, do 1 ult, and then 1 EX. Unfortunately, we're not gonna get 2 ults in this rotation, but we can get at least 1. And then basically, we're just trying to stun. I was put in the blender. That was really awkward. It happened before, and this makes me really happy. Just the fact that I can get my ass off of 4-piece Hormone Punk makes Dialyn so much more worth it. Because I hate Hormone Punk, especially with Hugo. It's really annoying to do. Come on, charge. Yes! I was like, please, let me get the bar. So we're gonna pop both of our ults here, because what's really cool about Hugo's ult is he actually doesn't trigger the stun window. So we can get both of our ults before, like, in the rainbow mode, like, so, like, full, like, countdown. And then our final. And we are getting a lot of damage. This is a very fun team. I really love Hugo, so that's why he's, like, one of the people that I really tried to get, like, maxed out. I got really lucky, and I did a little top up, and I was able to get his M2 without losing a 50-50. It was very good, very lucky. I never expect it to happen again. Never, ever. With this stun window, we're not going to be able to get anything else from this other than just 1 ult, but it's fine. We can get a couple extra decibels by the time it moves, and even when it's here, we can get hit, because we're terrible at this game. And basically, we're just trying to... Motherfucker. We're just trying to stack as much decibels, because we should be able to get all 3 ultimates on this stun window. So that just requires doing as much talking. That requires as much moving and doing little moves on Hugo that we can, so we can get all 3 totalizes in this 1 stun window, and that should nuke our score way up higher. Yeah, I think that I didn't count, but that was a lot. And then usually by the time a stun window happens again, we have our totalize again. So with pen ratio, I try to just EX after as well. No, you made me waste it. We should be able to get one more. Yeah, we can get one more stun rotation in here. So that's very good. Extra damage. Try to kill a couple extra marionettes. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty bad. Oh my god, I'm terrible at that. I'm so bad at that. I always forget he does that. I'm pretty bad at getting performance points on this stage. I never kill enough of the clone marionettes. Is an issue that I got interrupted while saying it. It's a really bad problem I have. My score could definitely increase if I was killing more marionettes. I'm just so bad at it. I'm so bad at it. But 46k on the first run is pretty good, but I think I'm going to do a couple more, and I'll probably cut around in them. I think another issue that I run into in Zenless a lot when I'm trying to do videos like this is I'm very bad about, like, finishing off my builds. Like, I'll get a character to, like, almost finished, like, done building, but I'll never, what's it called? I will never finish building, like, I'll never finish their core, like, their, EX, normal attack, all that. So I think, actually, I'll just do a normal, and I'll keep Dialyn's EX for this one, just because I think I can get a pretty fast, stun, and I'd rather get all three in the same stun window, instead of having, like, two semi-good. Oh my god. I don't even know why I did that. Anyways, second run, we didn't do anything there. I keep forgetting we're not on Hormone Punk, so I can actually on-field Hugo a little bit here and potentially get some damage. Yeah, I definitely want to get hit. But I think we low-key can get a little more decibels off of Hugo. Okay, I don't know why she just put her hands up like that. Okay, and I think we can get that stun window up fairly quickly. Hopefully that triggered stun window. Yes, it did. I don't need to see numbers, I need damage. And then I can get a double chain attack and get my decibels up. Oops. I didn't realize what was going on there. Yep. It's such a clean character for Hugo. Like, I can't get over the fact, like, it is just such a nice character for Hugo. I love how I just let Lighter get hit because he has the damage res during that stage. Oh shit. Oh, that's such a fuck-ass rotation. I was trying to get enough energy for my EX. Hopefully I have enough by the time this animation ends. Come on. A little ultimate that could. And there we go. That's another tech that I really need to work on with my Hugo, is getting those types of stuns where whenever I go to do my my final hit with like my final totalize, it's on that stun window and I can get like a free like stunner chain attack. So like, oh no, I don't have energy. I'm so energy poor. No. I don't think I'm going to be able to get much. This was kind of a bricked run. But what if I just do it anyways? As it does nothing, bro. It's gonna whip and like hit like a bot. More performance points, but not really a good run damage score-wise. Okay, so I do think if I wasn't very skill-issued and I had proper rotations and I actually took the time to, I don't know, consume Zenless content of other creators and watch detailed, like, extreme guides of how to play characters, their rotations, niches, anything like that. It'd be a lot better. Unfortunately, I'm very skill issued, and I'd like to think I'm pretty decent at the game, but not all too amazing. And I'm happy with a 46k score on a tier 1 agent. But if you enjoyed this video and you want me to do more things like this where I talk about an agent after the release and kind of play normal team comps, let me know in the comments. I appreciate any and all feedback, negative, positive, anything like that. Anything helps the video get seen more, helps me improve as a content creator, helps me make more videos and gameplay that I like, but more importantly, you like. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, anything you do for those other YouTubers, I would like that too. Have a great day all. Bye.